Okay. All right. It is a little afternoon, so we will go ahead and begin. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nancy Vosing, the president of PAYGO, and thank you for joining us today on August 31st for our Legal Insight session. Joining us today to speak about the benefits that you receive as a member of the NFPA, because remember, not only are you a member of PAYGO, you also are a member of NFPA, the National Federation of Paralegal Associations. With us today to discuss the benefits of being a member of the NFPA are Josie Estes, Lori Wagner, and Steve Richter. Josie is the president of the NFPA, and she is a member of the Trust and Estate Department at McLean Middleton, PA in Manchester, New Hampshire. Excuse me. She assists attorneys and clients in a variety of matters with an emphasis in probate and trust administration. Josie is currently serving as president of the NFPA, and upon completion of her term in September 2024, she will serve as NFPA's board advisor for an additional 2 years. She's been on NFPA's board of directors as president-elect and director of Region 5, and she's also served the NFPA throughout the years in various other volunteer roles, including continuing legal education coordinator, membership coordinator, internal marketing coordinator, and as a member of the budget and marketing the paralegal profession committees. Josie is a member of the Paralegal Association of New Hampshire. She has served on that board of directors as their vice president, secretary, director at large, and as their primary and secondary liaison to the NFPA. Josie earned her Associate of Science degree in Paralegal Studies from Hesser College in 2011 and serves as a Justice of the Peace and Notary Public for the state of New Hampshire. Welcome, Josie.
Thank you.
Lori Wagner has been employed by Burt Blee Dixon Sutton and Bloom LLP for the past 40 years. Congratulations on that accomplishment. During her years with the firm, she's worked in many practice areas of law. Most recently, she spends her time split between collections, in-house IT specialist, and office administration. She started her paralegal career in 1992 and is a member of the Northeast Indiana Paralegal Association. She served as president of NIPA in 1997 for a 2-year term, and then again in 2010 for a 4-year term, holding various positions in between. She was the primary representative to NFPA from 2010 to 2016 and received the NIPA Outstanding Paralegal Award in 1997, 2011, and in 2014. She's a member of the Indiana State Bar Association, where she received the Outstanding Affiliate Member Award in 2015. She has been registered with the Indiana State Bar Association as an Indiana registered paralegal since July 2015. Prior to being elected NFPA president-elect, the position she's currently serving in, she served as the NFPA treasurer, director of finance from 2019 through 2023. She also served as the NFPA strategic planning coordinator and in 2016, the convention coordinator. Lori served on the NFPA board of directors as director Region 3 from 2016, 2019. And gosh, Lori, we do miss you in Region 3.
I do too.
Welcome, Lori. Steve Richter is the executive director at Management HQ. He specializes in working with national organizations such as NFPA, specifically in the government and public sectors. With more than 15 years of leadership experience, Steve enjoys providing leadership to clients to best serve their members. He has a track record of strategically helping organizations to grow and thrive. He has been serving as NFPA's executive director since December 2022. Prior to joining MHQ, Steve had experience as an agent of change. As head administrator of the largest church in the Catholic Diocese for 7 years, he led the organization through a variety of initiatives, building bridges between stakeholders, managing diverse needs, and empowering ministry leaders. He also served as capital campaign project manager, ensuring each project was on time and on budget. His background in church administration allows him to understand the significant value that volunteers bring to an organization. Steve earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Recreation and Tourism from Winona State University and his certificate in Church Administration through the University of St. Thomas. He volunteered in nonprofit leadership roles for almost 20 years, most recently serving as the chairperson for Summer Festival Camp from 2018 to 2022, assisting with launching the camp as its own nonprofit and helping to grow the organization by more than 30% during the first 2 years. He served as a member of the Long Range Planning and Finance Committee at Pathfinder Village in Hinckley, Minnesota, and began his volunteer service as a Young Life adult leader in the early 2000s. He enjoys assisting with food drives along with his family and fundraising for theater organizations. In his spare time, he enjoys sports, attending his kids' events, swimming, bonfires, and cooking outdoors. Welcome, Steve. With these introductions completed, I will turn things over now to Josie, Lori, and Steve, and we welcome hearing about our member benefits as members of NFPA.
Well, thank you for having us. And we thought we'd start with a little bit of who we are. Founded in 1974, NFPA is a nonprofit professional organization that was established as the first National Paralegal Association. It's currently made up of 35 local paralegal associations across the United States. Headquartered in Minneapolis, Minnesota, NFPA's core purpose is to advance the paralegal profession while promoting a global presence and leadership within the paralegal community. NFPA is an issues-driven, policy-oriented grassroots organization. We take our direction from our membership. NFPA has 9 core values: to be responsive to our members' needs, to be committed to honesty and integrity. The NFPA supports unity within the profession. We provide visionary leadership. We are open to the exchange of ideas. The NFPA embraces diversity, equity, and inclusion. We are committed to our profession's code of ethics. We practice transparency. And lastly, the NFPA is dedicated to lifelong learning. One of NFPA's core values is its commitment to our profession's code of ethics. NFPA established our ethics board to fully address ethical concerns raised by and about paralegals. The ethics board is composed of both NFPA and non-NFPA professionals dedicated to upholding ethical standards. The ethics board provides informal opinions on ethical issues facing paralegals, as well as answering fundamental ethics questions and educating paralegals, legal professionals, and the public about legal ethics through continuing legal education and articles. If you have a question related to ethics, you can email ethics@paralegals.org, and this email will go to the chair of our ethics board. If you're interested in reading more about ethical opinions issued by our ethics board, you can log into the website. Under positions and issues, you would select ethics. From there, you can click on NFPA guidelines for rendering ethics and disciplinary opinions, and you will find all kinds of information there. NFPA advocates for the paralegal profession, both nationally and locally. A full list of our work is on our website, but here are just a few examples from the past few years. In 2018 and 22, we supported Minnesota's Standing Committee for the Legal Paraprofessional Pilot Project. 2020, we supported Washington State paralegals in their opposition to sunsetting of the LLT program. And in 2022, we supported New Hampshire House Bill 1343 to allow limited legal services to be provided by certain paraprofessionals. We're happy to support regulation efforts with national organizations, governmental agencies, and state governments. If something is happening in your state, remember, we can't get involved unless you ask. And if an association would like support from NFPA for state-level policy issues, they should email the positions director at positionsdir@paralegals.org. And it would help if you put in the subject line, advocacy assistance. The NFPA has supported advocacy initiatives by issuing statements for the states that you see here on the screen throughout the years. And once again, if you would like our assistance, reach out and we're happy to help. These position statements, having been approved by the NEFPA delegates, constitute the position of NFPA with regard to each. And you can find all of these on the website too. The title of paralegal and legal assistant has been used interchangeably in the ABA's definition of a paralegal since 1997. And in 2018, NFPA's Committee on Marketing the Paralegal Profession requested that the ABA's Standing Committee on Paralegals review the definition of a paralegal as outlined in the ABA guidelines for the approval of paralegal programs. And because things take just a little bit of time, it was February of 2020 that the ABA adopted changes to the definition of paralegal to be more reflective of the current terminology used by the legal community. The amendment eliminates the term legal assistant from the definition of paralegal and no longer identifies both terms as interchangeable. NEFPA is the only national paralegal association to have a seat on the American Bar Association's Approval Commission. This NEFPA representative is elected every 3 years by the delegates. What is the American Bar Association's Approval Commission? Well, the ABA has a standing committee on paralegals, and within that committee is an approval commission which sets standards for paralegal education. Schools that wish to have their paralegal education program approved by the ABA must complete a specific approval process. The NFPA offers 2 nationally recognized credentials: the Core Registered Paralegal, or CRP, and for early career professionals, and the Registered Paralegal, or RP, for more experienced professionals. Both certifications require a thoroughly demonstrated knowledge of our profession and are respected by professional organizations and educational institutions alike. Both the CRP and RP credentials have rigorous educational and experiential requirements to qualify to test. In addition, continuing legal education is required to maintain these credentials with focus on ethics and diversity, equity, and inclusion. Through our Assurance of Learning program, we partner with paralegal programs nationwide to give students the opportunity to earn their CRP upon graduation, ensuring that our newest professionals can enter the field with assurance that they have the skills to do the job. Another benefit of being a member of NFPA is the API exam prep courses. The founder and director of API, Renee Sova, actually served on the PACE exam item writing committee when the PACE test was first developed in the mid-90s. Today, API, in partnership with NFPA provides review courses for both the PACE and the PCCE exams. In our support of bringing more diversity to both NFPA and the paralegal profession, NFPA created the DEI committee back in 2017. The Director of Position and Issues oversees and supports the committee's work and serves as an ex officio member. The DEI committee's objective is to research, investigate, and recommend policy concerning the feasibility of implementing DE&I initiatives. One of the manners in which the DEI committee will achieve this objective is through development of NFPA's policies on diversity, equity, and inclusion, to be used as a resource for both NFPA and NFPA member associations to provide guidance and suggestions for implementation of their own DEI policies. The committee has successfully added DEI work as an ethics CLE option and developed our ADA accommodations policy. They've arranged presentations for not only our conventions and joint conferences, but also to 10 local associations at their request on various DEI topics. If you're interested in having a DEI presentation, you may reach out to them and they'd be happy to set that up with you. Articles on DEI have appeared in nearly every issue of the National Paralegal Reporter during the past 2 years, and they are looking forward to presenting at the 2023 convention and the 2024 joint conference. So now we'll get down to benefits of membership, some other benefits of membership. Your association is a voting member of NFPA, so this entitles your organization to several membership benefits, which include a discount on your technology platform if you're using Wild Apricot, a voice at the annual policy meeting, which helps to shape how NFPA serves its members and the paralegal profession. Association management guidance and expertise from our professional management team. And just this past July, PACO received a member engagement presentation from our association management company. I believe you met with Mike Swan. What other benefits does your membership bring to you? As a member of PACO, you receive the following NFPA member benefits. Member discount for NFPA's annual convention and joint conference. Our newly reimagined convention in DC this fall refocuses the event on our member paralegals, offering more opportunities for CLEs and networking. Joint conference covers leadership, certification, and regulation education tracks over the course of 2 or 3 days. It's one of the most popular and beneficial gatherings for paralegals and paralegal leaders. Both events provide enriching opportunities for paralegals to gain insights into the latest happenings of the profession and build both their personal and professional networks. You have free access to the NFPA Career Center, where you can search for job opportunities and post your resume at no cost to you. Employers may also post their available jobs, which will be accessible to legal professionals, bar associations, and others across the country. You have member discounts to NFPA certification exams, on-demand and live webinars, where members receive 50% off the regular rate. And I believe our rate is $50, so a membership rate is $25 for a full CLE credit. I don't think that one can be beat. Your membership to NEFPA through PACO also allows you access to Benefit Hub. You would access Benefit Hub for discounts and cashback offers on thousands of brands, on travel, auto, electronics, restaurants, all that sort of thing. All of our members receive a digital subscription to the National Paralegal Reporter. The NPR is a high-quality, full-color digital magazine available to each NFPA member. And this is where I ask for just a shameless plug for the NPR. If you like writing, we're always looking for articles. You also receive a 20% discount to Lorman. There we go. 20% discount to Lorman Education Services, continuing legal education courses. If you're wondering what's next for NEFBA, here are some examples of what we've accomplished this year and what we're working to achieve next year. We launched our brand new website and member database in June. The new site gives NFPA a more modern and professional brand, better internal organization and reporting capabilities, and more opportunities for our members to connect and collaborate. We conducted an audit of our member benefits to make sure leadership and the membership were on the same page about what we value and how we can better serve in the future. The NFPA is only as strong as its member associations, so we're increasing efforts to help our local associations grow and retain members, including the new Association Management Series at this fall's convention and a membership webinar that we'll be scheduling this fall. The credentialing team is working to increase our assurance of learning partners in order to ensure the next generation of paralegals are adequately prepared for the profession and to create a pipeline to new members and leaders within NFPA and our local associations. And lastly, just big thank you to PAYCO. And this is where I choke up a little. You've been a treasured partner to the NFPA through the years. We're very appreciative that you've graciously shared your knowledge, skills, and some of the most incredible leadership with us. And we're always looking for feedback and suggestions for how we can better serve you. So please reach out. Don't hesitate to contact me, Lori, even Steve. We're here. We want to listen and we want to be a treasured partner to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. We do very much appreciate the relationship that PAYCO has had with the NFPA through the years.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for any of us?
Okay, so it's a quiet crowd today. I will share with you and with our members as well. PAYCO does benefit hugely from our affiliation with the NFPA. Every time it comes time to renew our membership to Wild Apricot, which is the membership platform that runs our website and all of our events and our membership information. And every time you get an invoice to renew your membership, that's done through Wild Apricot. We couldn't do this without Wild Apricot. And we do receive, I think it's a 25% discount on our subscription to that platform just because we're a member of the NFPA. And that is a huge benefit to us. I know, Josie, you did allude to PAYCO's benefit of having Mike Swan talk to us in July. In July, when the leadership met for our annual leadership retreat, we had a conversation that is an ongoing conversation about membership issues. How do we attract new members? How do we make sure that we are providing the best services to our current members? What might we offer to our members that we're not doing now that could enhance their membership experience with PAYCO and have them coming back year after year after year. Mike Swan from MHQ joined us during that meeting remotely from Minneapolis and gave us some excellent suggestions on things that we can do to enhance our member benefits to our PAYCO members, and things that we can do to look at bringing in new members. So that was hugely beneficial. It's an ongoing conversation, and the leadership team is meeting again in September to continue that conversation and look for new things that we can do, things that we can tweak, things that we can implement, things that will enhance your PAYCO membership and increase the value of your membership to you. And make it a good benefit for you personally and professionally. You can't deny the benefits of the good networking and forming lifelong friends that are professional colleagues. They can help you in your professional journey and be such good friends for a lifetime. Let's see. I would also mention to the PAYCO members on the call that if you have any questions about NFPA, what it is, what they do, how they benefit us, you can certainly reach out to myself or Samantha Bauman. I am the NFPA primary delegate, and Samantha is our secondary delegate. Samantha and I are planning to be in Arlington, Virginia, October 5th through the 8th for the NFPA convention. We're looking forward to that and bringing back more ideas as to how we can improve PAYCO and our membership experience for you. I know that every week when we put out the PAYCO news newsletter, I do try to include something that's going on with the NFPA, whether it's the convention or a CLE that's coming up that might be interesting. I know we had information in there when the NFPA Ethics Board was looking for new people to participate. If you have any questions, if you want to get involved, and I would also mention, Josie, you talked a lot about the leadership that PAYCO has shared.
Yeah.
As a member of the NFPA, you have the right and the ability to participate with the NFPA on a national level, whether it be volunteering on a committee or even working your way up to holding office in on the board of directors for the NFPA. That is certainly something that's within your reach. And if you have any interest in that, please reach out. We can help you figure out where you might fit in, what it might interest you, what might be available. We can certainly help you with that. And I also would mention that PAYCO will more than likely be relying on NFPA heavily as we continue exploring with the other paralegals around the state the possibility of paralegal licensure in Ohio. It's in its very earliest conversations, but that is something that will be coming over the next few years, and we'll bring you more information as things develop with that. But as we work through this process and go through the process of trying to bring paralegal licensure to the state of Ohio, NFPA will be indispensable. There will be no way to go through this process without their expertise and the relationships that they've built throughout the process with all the other states that they've worked with. And I'm sure you guys have lots of tricks and tips, things, landmines to avoid, and we will be leaning heavily on that knowledge base.
Wonderful.
Are there any questions? Does anybody have anything else to offer?
I just want to know how you put out a newsletter every week. That
It
didn't go
is-
by me. Every
it-
week?
It's brief. It's an email. And it it does take a lot of time to put together, but I think it's essential for the members to have a weekly briefing of what's coming up, whether it's just a reminder of the events that are coming up, information about, ticket prices for events and different CLEs that are coming up. But yeah, we do that every week.
That's wonderful.
I just have one quick statistic that I happen to have up in front of me and that I want to share with you all. We currently have over 900 paralegals have their RP and their CRP through NFPA, and just wanted to certainly share that with you, that there is this isn't just a small thing. Over 900 people are currently certified and credentialed through us.
Wonderful.
Thank you for that.
Okay, well, if there are no further questions or comments, I guess we will give you back a half hour of your lunch. We do want to thank Josie and Lori and Steve for joining us. It's always good to get together with our friends at the NFPA. We appreciate your time and sharing the information that you've given us. We also want to thank Anderson Reporting for providing the Zoom link and recording today's session. And I wish you all a great afternoon, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having.
Bye-bye.
I look forward to seeing you in DC.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Well, I missed an excellent opportunity to remind people to sign up for the BWE, didn't I?
Yeah, the others. Yeah, I mean, it's in the newsletter every week, but yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, Lori,
Yeah.
for bringing this all
See
together.
you soon.
Talk
Thanks,
soon.
Angie. Take care. Nice to
Mhm.
see you all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.